All righty. Welcome back to Sprinting with Chaz.
Sprinting
Uh,
with Chaz.
well, it's only my second time doing reading sprints, but the first time worked out pretty good. So I figured I'd go to it again. And I've got my good friend Danielle here from Bookara. You need to make sure and check out her channel if you haven't already.
I promise to post videos soon.
No rush. Sometimes we just need a break,
Oh
right?
my gosh, yeah. Life
Yeah,
is crazy sometimes.
it is. We may eventually be joined by my friend Mona Lisa Reed, so she'll be popping on here at some point, maybe. Um, and I figured we'll just kind of start with talking about what we're reading, and we may chat a little bit here and there in between sprints, of course. But would you prefer to go for 20 minutes or 30 minutes at a time, Danielle?
Um, I'm leaning toward 20.
Okay, sounds good to me. That works. Well, very good. We kind of already talked about what you're reading, but
Yes.
share with the audience.
So I think today I am primarily going to be reading The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern, which is a buddy read I'm doing and one of Chaz's favorite books of all time. And I'm like 60 some pages in and I absolutely love it already. So, hi.
Hey,
So,
Melissa.
yeah, I think I'm going to carry on with that. My other possibilities are Dear Edward by Anne Napolitano, which is another buddy read I'm doing. And then I've been listening to the audiobook. I think it's called I'm Glad My Mom Died, which I know sounds terrible, but by Jeanette McCurdy. So that's a possibility as well.
Okay, awesome. Well, it
That's what's
sounds like you've got some good books to peruse, and this will be fun. What about you, Mona Lisa? What are you reading today?
I have to figure out the screen and how it works. So I'm doing a nonfiction November. So I'm still working on American Sniper by Chris Kyle.
Okay, all
I'm
right.
not gonna switch around. I'm just gonna try to get a bunch of it done.
You're being good. I am always switching around. It's crazy. It works for me though, for some odd reason.
Well, I
So
mean, I still have to work on Peace and Turmoil, but it's in the other room and this one's here and I need to work on it. So
right. Okay. Cool. Well, Mona Lisa, I don't know if I dare say what book I'm reading without you getting mad at me,
Wait, why is she getting mad?
because she's been trying to get the other two books in this series for who knows how long, and no bookstore or library she can find has the book.
Oh no.
I mean,
So
I could buy it brand new, but I'm really trying not to.
Put on principle. I'm trying not to. Yeah, I get it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, go
So
Man.
ahead. It's okay.
I am
Stab me
reading
with heart again.
Assassin's Quest on my Kindle. Yes,
uh,
Assassin's Quest. So don't worry, I won't do any spoilers. Danielle hasn't read Assassin's Quest yet either.
no, I have not.
So yeah,
That's next for me.
I will keep this spoiler free for the Realm of the Elderlings, because Mona Lisa hasn't read Royal Assassin either yet. So
Okay.
yeah, so I feel
Can't
so
get my
bad
hands
for her
on
because
it
she's
yet.
been trying so hard to get it. So we have, whoops, we have Jean joining us here.
Hi,
Just
Jean.
subscribe to Chaz. Looking forward to your content. I came because of Danielle. Of course. I mean, Danielle's awesome. That's a great reason to come. Thank you. uh, Assassin's Quest is by Robin Hobb. It's part of the Realm of the Elderlings, the Farseer trilogy.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
And,
Jean's reading Dear Edward with me.
oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yep.
Oh, this will be a good opportunity for you to continue that buddy read,
Yeah, it will.
do some reading sprints together. Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. How's everything today, Mona Lisa? Are you hanging in there?
Better than yesterday.
Oh, that's good.
I was so tired yesterday. Yeah. So didn't sleep in because we had somebody come in to power wash the house, but we've just had a real low key day. I've read a little bit already, so yeah,
Oh,
I'm
that's cool.
doing okay.
Oh, that's great.
Does
Yeah.
Danielle know that we know each other
Yes.
well?
He told me
Okay.
24 years or something like that. That's awesome.
Well, you've known each other since '98. Yeah.
That's right. You came in 98. Yeah. So almost 24 years, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty wild. It's cool. I'm not sure whether she thinks it's cool, but I think it's cool, you know?
Oh
I've had worse friendships in my life.
my gosh.
Ouch.
Well, come on, you know that too. Don't
Yeah,
act
yes,
surprised.
I do know that. I'm well aware.
Oh man.
No, he's a good friend. So
Good.
I
That's awesome.
yeah.
As are you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't sleep in either, unfortunately, especially when I didn't get to bed until about 1. We went to the late showing of Wakanda Forever last night. So
Oh.
yeah, so
How
that
was
was
that?
way too fun, but way too late. Oh, it was awesome. It was easily just as good as Black Panther, and I'm still trying to decide which one I like more. I don't know if I can because they're both so good. Yeah, and I really love, and I know I'm getting off on a tangent. We will do readings, Prince, I promise. But
You're fine.
I have to say that uh, I I really think they did a beautiful job of honoring Chadwick Boseman's memory, and still keeping it within the context of the story. So I thought that was really beautifully done. Yeah, I, really sad how young he died, and I thought they handled it well. So okay, we got Chrissy joining us. Hey there, Chrissy. Nice to have you. Hello. I'm going to read the Edward or Mercy by
I just sent her a message about that.
Okay, nice. Oh yeah, yep. We got Chadia here with us. Hey there, Chadia. Good to see you. Wakanda commentary. Oh yeah, Chrissy, it was awesome. One of the best movies of this year, easily. We like the chatty bits too. Yeah, we do. I agree. Chatty bits are good. That is good to hear that. Yeah. Yeah, I was wondering how they were going to pull it off because I knew they were doing something, but you know, it's always kind of hard to pull that off when you don't have the actor who died actually having been able to be in the movie and stuff. So yeah, I thought it was really good. 7.5 Deaths by Evelyn Hardcastle. Oh yeah, I've heard of that one.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's on my TBR. I've heard it's good.
Yeah, I've heard it's good too. In fact, Chrissy did a reel on Instagram, I believe, and I saw that book on her coffee table in the reel. So that I'm like, oh yeah, I've heard of that book. Well, cool. Well, I guess let's go ahead. If you ladies are amiable to it, we'll go ahead and get some reading done. I'll set a timer for about 20 minutes. You can mute yourself if you want. You don't have to. I won't be putting on any music or anything. So, and we'll just get some good reading done. Do we have to see all the other Marvel movies to watch Wakanda 2? I would say you have to watch Black Panther first. I don't think you would necessarily need to see the rest of the Marvel movies. Yeah, I don't think so. So cool beans. All right, well, let's see. Let me set the timer here. 20 minutes. If I can get it on my watch here. There we go. All right, 20 minutes. Here we go. We'll check back in 20.
I can't stop yawning.
It's
It's
quite
like
all right.
Marco Polo with Chaz. Okay.
It's me. It's got to be me.
I don't do it with anybody else. So
That's true. I'm that boring. All right, here we go. Okay. Oh, you're welcome, Toddy. All right. Okay. Well, there's our first 20 minutes. How's it going?
Good. I read 11 pages in Dear Edward. I'm trying to catch up to Jean because she got
Yeah.
a chapter ahead of me because these chapters are not numbered and
Oh,
some of the chapter titles are the same. So it's very confusing. She's on ebook, I'm on physical book, and it's very confusing to know where we are. So we're like, okay, well, this chapter starts with these words, or this chapter ends with these words.
right.
It's a mess.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've had books like that, and it does make it kind of confusing when one person's reading on ebook and the other physical. So yeah, yeah. I'm not exactly sure how many pages I got read. It's still showing 2% of the book on my Kindle. So yeah, and this is a longer book. This is the longest
Yeah.
of the Farseer books, so it's like 800 pages. Um, so it takes a while, but yeah, she says it's a mess, but I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
How about you, Mona Lisa?
I got about 10, 11 pages in as well. So
Oh, good for you.
it's kind of distracting because when we're all on mute, husband is playing a show. So
Okay.
it's a bit distracting. And the cat was here, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
I muddled through.
You meddled through. Cool. I forgot to ask Chrissy and Chadia what they're reading. So yeah, if you're still with us, let us know what you're reading.
Chrissy's reading the 7.5.
Saying death.
Oh,
That's
that's right.
Evelyn
Yeah, she
Hardcastle.
said that. My bad. Yeah, I knew that.
I feel like that book came out or was talked about right around the same time as The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. And
Mhm.
like I kept getting them mixed up. I've read the one and not the other, but yeah, I'm like, how can these
Mhm.
two titles be so similar?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I get that. That's true. I think I think I remember thinking that too, Danielle. There's a lot of similar titles out there. Yeah,
And I
like
even think they both have green on the cover. I could be
yeah.
wrong, but yeah, I was like, this is
That's interesting. I know. I think what was it? Pierce Brown just announced his new um Red Rising book.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, and it's called Lightbringer.
Okay.
There's how many other Lightbringer books out there? I know of at least one.
Mhm.
Oh gosh, yeah.
So
I
that's
still
kind of
have to read Iron Gold in that series. Like,
oh, okay.
yeah, left
I've
it on my
been
shelf.
really on the fence with those books. I have not read any of them.
I read the first one and it kind of was how a lot of series are for me. I was like, okay, yeah, that was okay. And I debated whether or not to continue. But then
Yeah.
I continued and I was glad I did. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I've heard it takes a very different turn in book two.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, good. Jean asks, has anyone read The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue? Um, I have
I,
not. Although I've only read one book by V. Schwab so far, but I'm hooked. So that's been on my list to read for sure.
I have the physical book, the Addie LaRue book, but haven't read it yet.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have it yet. I've got Vicious and Vengeful, and of course I've got um, the Shades of Magic series and Gallant, but
Hmm.
I haven't gotten Addie LaRue yet. Chris, you read 10 pages.
Good
Cool,
job.
good job. Lightbringer, I'm so excited. I need to read Iron Gold as well. Okay, cool. Yeah, I hear it's kind of about 50-50 on BookTube, it seems. Some people really love it, and some people don't, and there's kind of no middle ground. So it doesn't seem
I
like
think it's great. Yeah, I think they're great.
Oh, that's another one that's on my list. Ninth House. The
I
only
have
book
not read it.
the only book I read by Lee Bardugo is Six of Crows.
Is that one like dark academia or
I think so. Yeah,
yeah?
yeah. That's. I think that's one of her first. In fact, I think that's her only like adult fantasy that she's written so far, and I think it's dark academia. Yeah,
Hmm.
pretty sure. And I think it might involve vampires as well, but I'm not entirely sure. I could be wrong on that.
Hmm.
So, but I do like Lee Bardugo's writing.
I haven't read anything by them, I don't think.
Yeah. Yeah, I've only read Six of Crows. I still need to read
Oh,
Crooked
that's why I know
Kingdom.
that name.
Yeah.
That's why I know that name.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. No, I
And,
haven't
and
read
of
any of them
course,
yet.
I love the Shadow and Bone TV series. I'm just,
Yeah. Oh, I did. I watched it. It
yeah,
was
I
good.
love it.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to read more from her. And yeah, so good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
So how are you ladies feeling with keeping going with our reading sprints?
I'm good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
I can
want to
keep going.
do another 20-minute sprint?
Sounds
Sure.
good.
All right, awesome. Well, I'm down as well, so I'll set us another timer and away we go. Okay, yeah, I haven't read Shadow and Bone books yet, so we're flipped. Thanks. Okay. Feel free to come to a stop if you need to. Unless you've got a good place. Mona Lisa, you're going to hate me, but this is such a good book.
We'll pay you back one day. Don't worry. Just
I'm
remember,
sure.
you keep adding to the pile, so it's only going to get worse for you.
That's true.
Just
Well,
keep digging the hole. Go ahead. I'm okay with it.
yeah, I'm excited for you to read the other two books, and Danielle, for you to read this book. I think you'll like it. It picks up right where Royal Assassin left off, pretty much.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I would like to get to it sooner rather than later.
Mm-hmm. You think you'll get to it before the end of the year?
No.
No. Do you typically set yourself a daily reading goal, like how many pages you want to get read or things like that?
I have more recently, I started trying to use that Bookly app so I can kind of keep track of my time reading. And my goal has been an hour a day. And I'm finding that if I can read earlier in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
I do better. Like if I wait and try to read before bed or something, I'm too tired.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
yeah, that happens to me too. Hey, bye, Chrissy. Thanks for hanging out. Good job reading. I think you use Bookly too, don't you, Mona Lisa?
I do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and I did the paid version, so I can mark as many books as I want, and there's some extra stuff. It was a one-time thing, and I figured it was an easy way to track my reading. There's Storygraph as well.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And so they each have their pros and their cons. I like Storygraph because it breaks down like the genres you're reading and stuff like that, whereas Bookly doesn't. But Bookly's just real simple to use. So, but yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I prefer Goodreads because it's linked to my Kindle, so I can
Yeah.
update Goodreads directly from my Kindle and stuff. Otherwise, I know it's part of the Amazon conglomerate, but it works for me. What were
Yeah.
you
I
gonna
read a lot of
I saw
physical.
Bookly. Oh, sorry. Go
Go.
ahead.
No, you started first, Danielle, and Chaz cut you off. So
I was just gonna say that I saw that Bookly had like, a one-time fee, like lifetime fee or whatever that you could pay for the extra features. I guess I'm still just trying to try out the free version to see if I'll stick with it because I'm so bad about sticking with stuff. Uh,
I hear you. That makes sense. There's
I've
not
been.
very
I
many
mean,
apps I pay for. Sorry, go
so
ahead.
what? Oh. I was going to say for me, Bookly, because it keeps track of how many days you read in a row, and you can set monthly goals and daily goals of how much you want to read. For me, because I want to reach those goals, it makes me more intentional about reading to reach. I mean, I only have half an hour every day as the daily goal, but I right now my goal for the month is 75, and it has been, and I've never hit it. So obviously, there's something for me to keep striving for.
yeah.
So, and I think they only let you have like 5 or 10 books that you can add in a month or something. And so
Hmm.
if I read more than that, I'm able to add more to that. So for me, because it was a one time deal, if it was a monthly thing, I would not have done it. But
Yeah.
for a one time deal, for me, it was worth it.
That's cool. Chadia is a fan of Hob. Yeah. Yeah, I'm loving it too, Chadia. And Chrissy's offering the Hub Emotional Support Group. I may need that. Yeah, I may need that. It's you get really wrapped up with Fitz.
Is there a section of the support group for the people who can't get their hands on the book?
There should be, right?
Yeah.
In that are continuously teased by one of their closest friends about how good all the other books are? Like, that's the support group I need.
Right.
I'm so
That-
disappointed I still can't get my hands on it. I'll take a like ugly cover, mass media paperback at this point. I don't need anything fancy. I just need the book. So
Yeah. Yeah, I get it.
although Christmas is coming around the corner, so if I send a link to my father-in-law, he typically will buy whatever you send him a link for. So
Hmm.
Have you looked
maybe
online, like Better World Books and like Pango Books and all that?
I
Oh, I forgot about
haven't
Tango.
because
Yeah.
I haven't even heard of those. I haven't looked online because I've been trying to buy like from our local used bookstores,
Yeah.
and there's quite a few, but none of them have any hobs. So I think I'm gonna have to just order something online. There's another book that my husband and I want to read, and so maybe we'll just go to like thrift books or wherever and just order that book along with the hob book, because I
Yeah.
think maybe Assassin's Quest is available at the library. It's just the Royal Assassin. Somehow it's noted in their system as lost or destroyed.
Oh
So
no.
like somebody may have checked it out and then like
Somebody kept
never.
it. They
Yeah.
said, "This is so great. I'm going to keep this for myself."
Yeah. So I don't know if Assassin's Quest is in the library, because I had finished Royal Assassin and was like, okay, immediately want to start the next one, and I waited and waited, and because I was going to start reading it before Chaz, and I was all excited, and then like that was the beginning of August, and by middle of September, I went to the library. I'm like, so what's going on with this book? Because now it shows it's not in the system. I'm like, oh, it looks like it's lost or destroyed. I'm like, great. So now I have to see if any of the other books are in their system, or if I'm just gonna have to buy them all at this point. So it's okay. I'll go cry about it again
I may
later.
I may have more than one copy. Maybe you'll just send me your address. I'll hook you up.
Okay. Well, if you
Yeah, there
do,
you go.
we'll chat after this and we'll talk.
Okay.
And yeah. And then Chaz goes and sits there and he starts reading Royal, the next book, and he's like, "This is so amazing," and blah blah blah. No spoilers, but it's amazing. And then the thing with the fool, oh my gosh! And I'm like,
Oh,
"You're supposed to be a friend here. This isn't very nice of you." He just sits there and laughs just like that, thinking he's funny.
that's what friends do.
That's
Razz each other.
right. We're here to torture each other. Yep, that's for sure. Can you suggest books to buy in your library?
Yes,
That's nice.
and that has been done.
Hmm.
So yeah. And I like, there's certain books that I want in the physical form. And that's a book I
Yeah.
want. I just like physical books so much better. So
Yes.
Yeah.
Agreed.
It's hard. It's hard when your library is so small.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't live in a big metropolis
Mine is
anymore.
very small too.
Yeah.
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 I mean, we showed Chaz when he was here. We were driving. It's kind of like the back roads, and it's like this. It looks like an old schoolhouse, like the one-room schoolhouse type building look to it. And I'm like, well, there's the Checkatuck Library. It's just this like little tiny building, and that's all there is to it. And that's part of our system. And there's only one other library, and it's not very big either. So we got a pretty small
Yeah.
setup.
I relate.
Yeah. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, that reminds me of my library growing up. My hometown was pretty small. But
And now you live in Phoenix, where there's like giant libraries.
yep, that is very true. Yeah, libraries that are The main Phoenix Public Library, I think, isn't it like 3 or 4 stories?
Oh my
I think.
gosh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it's massive.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
I know.
and then
I
it's got other branches all over town too. So
I thought that would be fun to go like you know, take a drive and just like destination libraries, you know?
yeah,
That'd
yeah,
be cool.
that's cool.
that would be fun,
Yeah.
especially some of the older ones that have like some really cool books and stuff in it that
Hmm.
a lot of people don't get their hands on. So
Hmm.
there was stuff my grandmother wrote, my great grandmother wrote, and she had like her own radio show. And there's like some of them up in like Pittsburgh or something.
That's
So
so cool.
I think it would be cool to one day try to go up there and see some of what Mamo wrote. And
Oh my
yeah,
gosh, yeah.
Hmm.
That'd be awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
Hmm.
Do you guys want to do one more sprint?
Sure.
You good with that? How about you,
I have
Molly?
nothing planned but reading tonight. So
Woohoo! All right. Well, wow.
no
Let's.
social life. Go me.
You're right.
This is our social life. What are you
This
talking about?
that's very true. This is becoming my social life very quickly, and I'm not mad about it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a great community. It makes for a good social life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, I'll set a timer for another 20 minutes, and away we go. Okay. There's 20 minutes down. Oh,
I'm flying through this baby.
oh, good. That's awesome.
I read 14 that time.
Oh, nice. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, I just finished a chapter. The chapters are long in these books, or at least in this book it is.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Are you still at 2%?
I'm at 4% now. Yay. Yeah. Yeah. And finally changed over a couple of times. So that's good.
That is good.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good thing. How'd you do this time around, Mona Lisa?
12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Very good.
Had distractions though, so
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Matt was feeding the cat, so Han was like screaming and got very insistent. So
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, she has two cats, Han and Leia.
Oh. I have 2 now also. Fitz and Maeve.
yeah,
Yep.
let's see.
Oh, hi, kitty, kitty. Oh my goodness.
She's pretty, but
She's
she's
making
awake.
muffins.
Yep. She's pretty, but she's not so nice, is she, Charles? I mean,
Not
Jazz.
so nice, no.
Not so nice.
There was that one time when I came to visit you and Matt that she let me pet her for just like I remember the look on your face. Your
Oh
jaw
yeah.
because she never does that.
I take pride in being the cat whisperer, like being, that person that like cats who don't like anybody still like
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Everybody tries with her, and I'm like, she'll warn you with the hits. If you keep going, she'll scratch you. So you can try.
Pay attention. Yep.
Yeah.
We don't think she was weaned properly,
You're welcome,
so
Jean.
it's created some mental issues.
That will take a toll.
Yeah,
sure.
that definitely will.
So
Yeah.
For sure.
yeah, I mean,
was like-
she's okay with us, but like anybody outside of my husband and I, she's quite weary about. So
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, but
So-
it was hard to focus on this particular sprint. Like I was like trying to keep myself awake, and that's not the fault of the book. It's just I shouldn't have gone to bed so late, but it was worth
getting
it.
too old for that, my friend.
I am. Yeah.
What were you out partying?
Oh, just out for the movie.
Oh, the movie. I knew
Yeah.
that. Sorry,
Yeah.
it slipped my
No,
brain.
no, that's okay. No worries.
Did you do late nights? Did you guys do late nights in college or school? Like and stay up till 1 or 2 in the morning studying and then be like up for class at 8? Like class
yeah.
starting at 8.
I know I did. How about you, Danielle?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't necessarily do the college scene, but like I stayed out partying quite a bit in my younger days, for sure.
Yeah.
I remember nights at Denny's one time with
Denny's. Yeah.
Denny's with Bill and and Chaz will know these people. Bill, Mike, and Brett
Hmm.
studying for Roden. What is her name?
Oh yeah, Shirley Roden's class,
Yeah, we had
psychology
like
class.
we were like
Nice.
we did that class. It was like a child development class, the one I had with her. I did not. We just made fun of it the whole time.
Yeah, Denny's was one of the few places that you could go to that was open 24 hours. So
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And we were
Yeah.
up studying till like 3 a.m. there. So
sometimes. Did Dwayne ever join us? I forget.
for studying,
But yeah, for like Denny's or whatever. Did he ever join us?
well, when did you start going to that college? year?
97.
Okay. So that year, 97, 98, he was there,
Yeah.
right? And then he left that summer to Oregon, and that's when I came.
Oh,
So
yeah,
we
that
never had any study groups with him because,
No.
well, I don't know if you did when he was in school with you, but I never did because the punk left right
Yeah.
as I came. I was
Yeah.
very upset about that. So, and we never did any study groups in high school, him and
Yeah.
I. So, Dwayne is a friend that I met in high school in Phoenix.
Mhm.
And then he went off to the Air Force Academy, left the academy, came back, and he started at the college where Charles was going to, and he was there for a year. And then I
Okay.
decided to go there the following year, and I was all excited because I'm like, school with him again. And like 2 weeks before school or a month before school started, he moved to Oregon to be with family. So, but it's because of each of Chaz's connection with him and then my connection with him in different ways. Like we got talking. Chaz, I think, was talking to somebody in chapel time and was
Yeah.
like, yeah, he just moved to Oregon to be with family or whatever. And I'm like, are you talking about Dwayne? He's like, yeah. I'm like, I know Dwayne. So that's how Charles and I became
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
It
started.
wow.
all goes back to
Crazy.
Dwayne.
That's
As Chaz
funny.
says, it all goes back to Dwayne. We blame Dwayne for everything in our friendship now, good
We
and
pretty
bad.
much do. Yeah. It's all
Works
his fault.
out.
It
Pretty
does.
convenient.
And he's
It-
never around to defend himself, so it's even better.
Right.
He enjoys being the scapegoat. It's all good.
uh,
Name's Han and Leia is beautiful. Yeah.
Thank
Those are great
you.
names for cats.
Well, we like Star Wars in the house, so
Mhm.
makes
if they were
sense.
the same litter, it would have been Luke and Leia, but they're two different litters. So,
Yeah.
and it's because
Makes
of her
sense.
markings. I wanted her. I think she's beautiful. If I just known how crazy she was, I don't know if I would have gotten her. Or we may not have gone Han. I think she would do better as a single cat, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're having to rehome one of our cats because we're combining
Aw.
households, and we have figured out that she does better just as a single cat. She gets like a little territorial with her markings otherwise, if you know what I mean. So,
yes.
yeah. So, but yeah, I found a lady at one of the local vets that is part of a rescue group. So she's going to take her on Monday and try to get her adopted out, which she's a really beautiful calico too. So we don't think we're going to have any issues with that, but it's so heartbreaking.
It is. Yeah, Ari's the same way. She's definitely a single cat. She does not like other animals in general in the house. The previous owners, when they gave her to us, they said she did not get along well with their other animals, which is fine. I
Yeah.
mean, I think I can only handle one cat. So I mean,
Yeah.
I would love to have more cats, but yeah.
Maybe when
Sometimes you
both the
got to do
kids. Go ahead.
I was just going to say sometimes you got to do what's best for them, you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say when both the kids move out, you'll get one or two more, and
Yeah. I'll be the crazy cat
I
dad.
could see that. I could see
Yeah.
that.
I could too. That's why I said it.
I could see that. We call my dad the cat king because he has like 3 outside cats now and then one inside that was my cat, but she just stayed with them when I moved out.
Mhm.
And anyway, yeah, his 3 outside cats, they have a little cat door like built into the shed so they can go into the shed and be warm if they need to. And but he's a sucker. He's a sucker for some cats. So
I could see Chaz doing that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Totally. Yeah, that would probably be me. Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's an orange tabby. He's got like white on his throat and chest area, and I think 2 out of the 4 paws, and white
Mhm.
on his belly.
oh
So
neat.
He's a
Yeah.
typical tabby where he's pretty chill for the most part. And
Yeah.
like my parents had one where you could like lay him upside down and hold him like a baby and pet him. And Han kind of lets us do that with him and stuff. So
Yeah. Han's a lot friendlier with company too.
Yeah.
yeah,
He's a big boy.
he is. I mean, we've got him smaller, but he's still just a big, heavy.
Mhm.
He's not like narrow. He's very bulky. So yeah, but he's definitely bonded to my husband Matt, and Leia's bonded to me, and we've talked about rehoming one of them. Like my brother used to live with us, so we've been like, Jeremy, you want Han? He's like, no, I want a dog. So, and like that's the only person we'd feel comfortable rehoming Han with because we'd still be able to go see him and
Yeah.
whatnot. And
It's
we
funny
just
how
want-
they pick their people. Like
Yes.
cats. They do. They kind of play favorites.
they do.
Mhm.
Definitely. So, and Leia, just the way that she is, we wouldn't give her to anybody else. So,
Crazy
does Neil
cat.
Gaiman have a bunch of cats?
He does, I think. Yeah.
There's like an animated like cat short or something at the end of the
Yes.
Sandman series.
Sandman,
Did you
yes.
watch that?
I did.
I
love
watched
it.
it. I watched it once. I didn't watch it during my second viewing, but I did watch it the first time.
It's so good. Heart wrenching though too because of what happens to those cats.
I can't even remember. I just remember there were lots of cats.
Yeah, I was really excited when I saw that they had done it though, because it's straight out of the comic book series.
Okay.
And so when I saw that they had added that, I'm like, oh yes. And then the other bonus episode, Calliope, I think it was Calliope or something. Yeah.
Calliope.
Calliope.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm sorry. Yeah,
I
Calliope.
I
Yeah, that
remember
was
that.
straight out of the comics too. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. That was
We
a different role for Arthur Derville.
we went to like a fantasy like comic book gamer like shop last night or whatever, and there
Mhm.
was this huge, I can't remember what it was called. I mean, it was like probably 18 inches tall and like 12 inches wide, and it was like the Sandman, but just this giant version of it. It was just
Wow.
it was just so cool.
That's amazing.
Super cool.
That's really cool.
I had to take it off the shelf and kind of, look through it.
Yeah. I think I've seen that. Yeah, it's
I can't
that'd
remember
be
what
cool
they
to
called
have.
it. If it was like studio or there was some name for it.
Yeah, it's
that.
a really fancy edition of it. Yeah, hand drawn and everything. Yeah, it's
Yeah, it was supposed to be like the original drawings,
yeah.
something like that. So
I remember watching Neil Gaiman a video that he had put on his social media when it was first released. Yeah,
nice.
pretty awesome. Has anyone read
Gene,
Neil Gaiman?
Chaz loves Neil Gaiman. Like
Neil
this
Gaiman is my favorite
this
author
is
of
where
all
it's
time.
at, right here. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
have-
understand that.
you've
I
come
have
to the
read
right place.
almost everything that Neil Gaiman has written. So,
Yep.
yeah, I've read.
I've only read Neil Gaiman because of Chaz. So
That will probably. I mean, he's the one, like, why the Sandman show even got on my radar, and I still haven't read any of his written works, but like I loved that, so
Mhm.
I'm sure I would love I
Oh
would
yeah.
love the
If
other.
you like Sandman, that's a good indicator of what you can expect from his other stuff for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
so I
Um,
should have started with Sandman.
Maybe.
You had a lot of cat content. Yeah, you can. That is a good place to start if you like comic books. That's the thing. I mean, if you don't mind comic book
I'm not
style.
against.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I started with Ocean at the End of the Lane, and for me, it was a dud. I did not like, and that's I'm going to just say your name because
Yeah. Oh,
It's
that's fine.
fine.
Yeah.
We know his name.
that's like Charles's favorite book, like his number one all-time book. And so for me, I was like, well, I'm going to read this book because it's
Like-
his favorite book. And I was like, wanted to love it so bad.
Yeah.
And I hated it so much. Like
I
I
haven't
didn't.
read it yet. I can't say. I really can't
Because
say.
I've talked to him and I think it was Drew about why they liked it so much and like, oh, it's so emotional and this and that. And I'm like, no. I didn't see what they saw in it. So I was just I mean, I also did it with Neil Gaiman reading it.
Oh.
So and that was painful for me. Like Neverwhere when he reads it is to me much better. So it got a bit more pep in the talking.
Mhm.
And Ocean just seemed it wasn't monotone, but it seemed flat to me. So I don't know. But I've read
Yeah.
Neverwhere and I've read Coraline since then. And I like those. So
Okay.
Yeah.
I do
Never
kind of
were great.
yeah. I just feel like maybe it was the audiobook that killed it for me on Ocean. Charles and I have talked about this. Like I just feel like
It might have been. That
it felt like it was just
That can be a
dragging it
huge
so
factor.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't have the right audiobook narration, like that can ruin it. Not,
Because I didn't
no
listen to
offense
it.
to Neil, but
Yeah. I didn't listen to it for the second half of the book because I just got to a point like I just can't handle it anymore. So I enjoyed the second half much more than the first. So I definitely think it played. But even still trying to take that part out of it, I've tried to like see what Charles sees and I'm not quite there with him, but it's not a bad
Okay.
book. Yeah.
And that's totally okay.
I mean, props for trying it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
And now I know.
yeah.
So
And knowing is half the battle. Gee, sorry. I'm sorry. I couldn't resist.
Oh,
And now
that's what gets all the views right there. What just happened?
And now on to our after school special. The more you
Right?
know.
Yeah, exactly.
The little
that's
rainbow
so funny.
star.
Yeah. Then I will be haunting Chaz's channel. Good. Cool. I can always use another ghost. Yay. Yeah.
She's
feel
a friendly
free.
spirit. It's fine.
That's good. Oh yeah, Nancy Boys and with Lenny Henry. Okay, I didn't know. I haven't heard of Lenny Henry, but I have a Nancy Boys. I haven't read it yet, but that's one of the few that I haven't read. I've read most of his other stuff.
Do you have a plan to read it soon?
Oh yeah. In fact, I wanted to read it this year, and I haven't yet. I might toss it in there for December. We'll see. But oh yeah, and the Graveyard Book is fantastic. That's such a great book. Absolutely love it. I forgot. Did you read that one yet, Mona Lisa?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Remember, October was horrible for reading.
Oh yes, that's right. Yeah, you had planned to do it in October,
Yeah.
right? Have you read Graveyard Book, Danielle?
I have not. No.
It's so good.
It's on my radar.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, it's kind of in that middle ground between middle grade and YA. So it's
Okay.
Yeah, it's a really easy read and it's a lot of fun.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, awesome. Well, I know we are getting about to the 2-hour mark, and I like to not take us more than 2 hours. So I think if it's okay with you ladies, we'll go ahead and cut it there. But this has been fun. I've really enjoyed it.
It was a lot of fun.
Got some good reading done, and yeah. Did you have anything else you wanted to add?
I don't think so.
Okay.
You should do it again.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, we'll definitely do this again. If you're watching this and even on the replay, Make sure that you subscribe to Bookara and to Mona Lisa Reads. Absolutely highly recommended channels from me. And
Thank you.
yeah, you're welcome. I hope you all have a great day. Okay, Lenny Henry is a British comedian. Okay, I will have to look him up then. Very cool. All right. Well, thanks everybody. Thanks for tuning in and have a fantastic day. Bye.